Have you ever imagined editing a photo and changing the camera angle, the lighting, the environment, and even the facial features? As if the image had been recreated from scratch, without needing Photoshop, without manual cutouts, and without any technical knowledge? Well, that's exactly what Nano Banana Pro can already do. The new features of the tool take image editing to a level that until recently seemed impossible. Reposition the face, change the perspective, completely swap the background, adjust for realistic lighting, and refine facial details with absurd precision. In today's video, I'm going to show you in practice how all these new features work and why they're drawing so much attention in the AI world. And how to use Nano Banana Pro to create images that look like new photo shoots, even starting from a single ordinary photo. Deal? So let's get to the video. But first I want to talk to you about #Python Journey, a 4-day event where, over the course of 4 classes, you'll build 4 complete projects in Python to show you how to use this language to stand out in the job market. Currently, Python is among the most used and valued programming languages by companies and can be applied in any field. This #journey is free and has no prerequisites because all the projects will be built step by step, line by line of code, and everything will be very well explained in a didactic way. These are projects involving task automation, data analysis, forecasting with machine learning, and even a real-time AI chatbot. So, if you want to learn how to program and advance in your career, the next edition of the #Python Journey will take place from January 12th to 15th, always at 7:30 in the evening. And anyone can participate. You just need to secure your spot on the official website. Just click the link in the description of this video or scan the QR code that's showing up here on the screen. So hurry up and take advantage of it. Well guys, today I want to show you some prompts, some commands that I found on the internet, and that will really help when it comes to photo editing. So, without having to use Photoshop, you can make some changes that turn out really interesting. So, just a reminder that all the prompts I use here, I'll put in the link below so you can copy and test them with your own photos, okay? Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with simple edits using prompts in English. Why in English? Well, from the tests I did here at home, Gemini understands better when you write the prompt in English. You can try in Brazilian Portuguese, there's no problem with that, but in the tests I did here, it worked better in English, okay? So now I'll show you what I managed to do. Look, I had this photo here that was taken with my cell phone. Then I asked it to edit the photo so that it looked like the photo was taken at night using Flash. And look how it turned out. Notice that it kept the same background here, the Italy shirt. Then it changed the lighting so that it really looked like the photo was taken at night using a camera with Flash. To me, the result turned out really cool. Then with the same photo, I asked it to change the angle, as if we were seeing the photo from above. Check it out. I have here the same image, the same environment, but now it looks like there's a person looking at the photo from above. So, it kept the consistency and only changed the angle. All the prompts, just a reminder, will be down here in the description of this video. Just click the link and you'll find the complete list there, and always using the same photo. And notice that whenever I ask to make a change, I upload the original image again. Why? Otherwise, it will use the previous image. And then it might get confused when making the edit you want. So whenever you want to do something different, it's a good idea to upload the original photo again. So I had the photo here and I asked for something more relaxed. And then it gave me this result here. Look how cool. So here I am looking down and smiling, as if the photo were more spontaneous. And it kept the story Stonehenge in the background. Then once again, the same photograph. But this time I asked for it to make it so that instead of story Stonehenge, I was indoors. Pretty cool, right? Here I have an environment that it chose by itself. I didn't specify anything. And then it changed the lighting. Because if you notice, here I have natural lighting. But here it really looks like I'm indoors, and with artificial lighting. Now this effect here, I thought it was amazing. I asked it to edit the photo so it would look like I was in the reflection of a lens. Look how it turned out. You can see that it generated the image here of a Nikon camera. There's a person here, probably me, taking the photo, and then my image is reflected here in the lens. Look how cool that turned out. So just imagine. If you had to do this in Photoshop, it would be a lot of work. But here, no. I just uploaded my photo and asked the AI. to turn this photo into a reflection in the lens. Then, in this other prompt here, I asked it to take my photo and turn it into a studio photograph. Look how it turned out. Check it out. It put a neutral background here, kept the sunglasses, the Italy t-shirt, everything just right, but instead of the outdoor environment, it looks like I'm inside a studio. This other prompt here is really cool because if you have a posed photo that someone else took, you can transform that image into one that looks like you were there taking a selfie. Look how cool that is. So here I have the Stonehenge story. It kept everything just right. I'm even with my arms stretched out there, showing that this image was made in selfie format. It's cool because you can change up the type of image you're creating. This other example here, you might have already seen it on the internet. How does it work? You have just a single image, then you use a prompt asking it to replicate that image and transform it into others with different angles and positions, everything different. Check out how it turned out. Here I have the image of Margot Robbie. I put the prompt here in English. It's a little longer, but it will also be down below in the link. And look at the result. There's this angle here with her. It looks like she's kicking in the air. This other view from above. And this one here with her putting her hand outside the fence. And this one here is as if she's being filmed inside the fence. So it kept the consistency of the character. You can see it's Margot Robbie. She's wearing the same dress, it's the same outfit, the environment is very similar, but the angle and the positions are completely different. So that's really cool. Because you can use a single photo of yourself and ask to put it in several different angles, with positions, and even other environments. Now I want to show you something a little more advanced. Have you ever heard of a prompt in JSON format? That's right. It's a format similar to this one here, where you have code that will be used to generate an image. People who work with this say that prompts in JSON are understood more easily by artificial intelligence models. I don't know how to program, so I can't write prompts in JSON. Some people can, but I can't. So what do? I use any AI tool. It could be ChatGPT, Gemini, any of them, it doesn't matter. And I ask for the following. Write a prompt in JSON format, and then I specify the type of image I want to create. In this case, to create an image of the city of Rio de Janeiro in a cyberpunk style. Include Corcovado and Christ the Redeemer. This first part here is always the same. Write a prompt in JSON format. The rest will refer to the type of image you want to create. Then it will process step by step, in this case inside Gemini, and it will give me the code in JSON format. What do you need to do? Just copy it. Then you come here, open a new conversation, click on Tools, Create Images, paste your prompt in JSON format, and simply send it. That's it. So instead of entering a text command in natural language, which is sometimes in English or Portuguese, you ask the AI to create the prompt you want in JSON format. And look at the result. Here is Christ the Redeemer, Corcovado, everything perfect, just the way I asked. So, it might be that if you put this prompt here in natural language, in Portuguese or English, it could even deliver a similar result. But people who work with this say that a JSON prompt is understood more easily by AI models. So if you don't know how to program and write a prompt in JSON, let ChatGPT or Gemini do it for you. Just so you have an idea of the complexity of a JSON prompt, look at this example here. It's a very complex and quite extensive prompt that was written by Gemini. So I took this image of Margot Robbie all dressed up in a gala dress with makeup at a party, and I asked to take only her image and transport it to a gym as if she were exercising without makeup, nothing. And look at the result. This is Margot Robbie without makeup. It looks like she's taking a selfie in a gym. He even put her reflection here in the mirror, and here she is holding a water bottle. So you see how cool it is. If you had to write all this in natural language, in English or Portuguese, it probably wouldn't turn out with this quality. Now, if you just put your idea and ask the artificial intelligence to take that idea and turn it into a JSON prompt, you'll definitely get a result very similar to this one. Remember that you can use the prompt I'll leave down below in the link. Then you can put your photo, someone else's, a celebrity's, whoever you want. So guys, try it out because all these prompts I used here were tested and worked perfectly. And now you can use them on your photos to edit without having to depend on Photoshop. So what did you think of this new way to edit images? Do you still use Photoshop? Tell me in the comments, okay? See you in the next video. Bye. Ciao, ciao.